Hey, what is up guys and welcome back to the FSS Football channel, and today we are back with our second match preview of the season, and this is for the Southampton versus Manchester United game. Now, Southampton in their last game lost to a new Everton 3-1. Of course, Everton recently got a new manager in Rafa Benitez, and Everton kind of easily dealt with them. And obviously, Manchester United in our last game, we smashed Leeds United 5-1. Bruno Fernandes getting his first hat-trick in a Manchester United shirt. And the first hat-trick of the season, as a great start to the season for Bruno Fernandes. Paul Pogba getting 4 assists, including assists for Mason Greenwood and Fred, who of course were the other 2 goal scorers in that match. Now, if we're going to last season to see how these teams kind of matched up last season, Manchester United came out in the better of the two, winning the first game 3-2 after what was a poor first half with Southampton taking a 2-goal lead. We came back out in the second half, winning it 3-2. Cavani scoring twice and Bruno Fernandes, of course, scoring once. And then we had the 9-0, didn't we? The 9-0 smashing. And look, in that game, yes, Southampton had a man sent off early, but I think that game showed how good we can be, and we are. And I think we are the better team, and obviously we're the better team. We smashed Leeds in our last game. We should be coming into this game expecting to be winning this game fairly comfortably, especially if we do have aspirations to be going on to win Premier League titles. Not beating Southampton isn't good enough, especially considering they lost their opening day. They had a terrible end to last season. We are favourites for this game, and we should be winning this fairly comfortably, in my opinion. Now, if we are talking team news for this game, we only have one key player out, and that is, of course, Marcus Rashford. We know Marcus Rashford is out and will miss a few games as the season starts to kick on. But look, I said I don't think we'd miss Marcus Rashford against Leeds. I don't think we miss Marcus Rashford at all. So, while any team would want to have a Marcus Rashford, I don't think he's that big of a miss for us. So I'm okay with Marcus Rashford being out. Yes, it's a shame that we don't have him available. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now, when we're talking lineups, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could go one of 2 ways. This is team number 1 with De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka. I think we will see Varane partner Harry Maguire. I just don't see Lindelof starting this game. I don't know how he does warrant a start. Yes, he played fairly well in the last time out against Leeds. Do I care? No. Varane is so much better than Lindelof. He should be starting. Luke Shaw at left back. McTominay and Pogba central midfield. I think Ollie keeps going to try and play these two together. We saw it in the Villarreal Cup final. I think we might see it again today. I've then gone for Sancho off the left, Greenwood out on the right, Bruno at 10, Martial up top. How we finished against Leeds, I could see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer throwing that team back out. At the same time, I could see him going for exactly the same team that started against Leeds, aside from the fact Varane will come in for Lindelof and Sancho will come in for Dan James. That would be David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Fred and McTominay with Pogba on the left, Bruno at 10, Sancho on the right and Mason Greenwood up top. Which again, would I be too mad at? Not really. I think... Look, obviously in my last video, you can go over there and go over to my last video and watch that if you want. I spoke about Fred and McTominay as a pivot. I think with Paul Pogba on the left wing, it does kind of work. Whether or not it would work without them, I'm not convinced it would. But with Paul Pogba playing on the left hand side, I can see how a McFred pivot works. So I'm not in that sense. I'm not too mad at it. However, this is the team I would go with in this game. So I would go for David De Gea in goal. Look, I've said throughout this whole David De Gea versus Dean Henderson saga, I've always preferred David De Gea. You guys are welcome to your opinion. I just prefer David De Gea. I'll then go for Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Luke Shaw. This back four is going to become very boring because we all know this will be a back four every single week. Dallow's not breaking into that team. Neither is Alex Tellez. Maguire's going to be in there every single week. Lindelof, whether he keeps his place this week, which I don't think he should, halfway through this season, Varane's going to be in there. He's going to be first choice. In the pivot, I would then go for Van der Beek and Matic. I think Southampton, look, they're going to press, and they're going to press high. So you want two players who are very good on the ball, can pass it well, can play one and two touch, and very press resistant. I think that's what Van der Beek and Matic are. I think they are fantastic at being press resistant. I think they're fantastic at playing 1-2 football. And look, I just think when they've played together recently, they've been fantastic together. Why not let them play together today and see how they get on? I've then gone for Paul Pogba on the left. With Paul Pogba playing off the left, I'm not sure whether this midfield of a Van der Beek, Matic and Pogba would all work together. Maybe it will. I would love for it to. I'm not totally convinced if it will or not. So we'll have to find out. I think it could work, but at the same time, it could not. It's really up in the air in my opinion. So I would go for it against a Southampton team that, look, me and a lot of other people see them around the drop zone. So if this pivot and Pogba playing off the left doesn't work against Southampton, there's not many teams it will work against. I've then gone for Bruno Fernandes at 10. What more can you say? Bruno Fernandes, world-class player, hat-trick in his last game. Just let him kick on from where he left off. Sancho on the right. Let's torment this Southampton team. Let's get another 4 or 5. And Jadon Sancho being on that right-hand side will help do that. And then I've gone for Anthony Martial up top. I think, look, I said in my last video, I believe Anthony Martial is a more complete number 9 than Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood may well be a better finisher than Martial. If you believe that or not, that's up to you. I would say Mason Greenwood probably is. However, Martial's hold-up play is better. I don't think Martial's a bad finisher. He's a great finisher. Maybe not on the level of a Mason Greenwood, but he's still a very good finisher. Like I said, his hold-up plays better, his link-up plays better, and when you have players like Sancho and you have Bruno playing, you want that link-up play, and I think that's what Martial brings to this Manchester United team. So I would play Anthony Martial. And then, I mean, look, just on the game, we should be winning this game. If we have aspirations to win Premier League titles, which we do, this game is a must-win. I don't see Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool losing to this Southampton team, so we can't. It's as simple as that. This season, well, over the last few seasons, we've seen that if you want to win a Premier League title, you have to win 99% of your games, pretty more or less. So we have to do that. That's exactly how we have to play then. I mean, it's as simple as that, isn't it, really? I mean, there's no ifs or buts about it. We wouldn't be winning Premier League titles. We have to win these sorts of games. Simples. And like I keep saying, I think we can. I think we should. Whatever team out of the 3 I've just shown you there plays, I still look at that and think, that's an easy win. That should be a win. Southampton lost 2 key players in Vestergaard and Danny Ings. They're not great. They didn't do much against Everton. They scored a goal from a mistake from Michael Keane. Let's hope. Well, you don't expect that, do you? You don't expect these centre-halves or our defence to be making them sort of mistakes. So, as long as everyone does their job, we will win this game. It's just about how many. And I really do think this team can batter teams. That attack is frightening. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 Manchester United win, you know. I think, like I said, Southampton not great. Lost 2 key players. They're going to look to press, which means they can at times be left vulnerable defensively. That's how, obviously, they've lost 9-0 twice in 2 years. That vulnerability can and will be exploited when you have players like Jadon Sancho, who will absolutely torment their left-hand side or their right-hand side, whichever side he plays on, if given the chance. And I just don't see how we don't win this game. If we don't win this game, it's an embarrassment for me. That's my genuine opinion. I think it would be an embarrassment if we didn't win this game. In the past, when it comes to our starts to the season under Ollie, they've not been too great. I remember Ollie's first full season, we beat Chelsea opening day. We then drew to Wolves and then lost to Crystal Palace, I believe it was. That weren't good enough. Last season, we lost to Crystal Palace. We just beat Brighton and then we got smashed by Spurs. That weren't good enough. This season, great start, beating Leeds 5-1. Now let's follow it up win 3-0 against Southampton, go into our next game full of confidence and full of desire and full of belief that, look, we're top of the league. Let's stay top of the league. Let's set the pace. Let's not be the chasers for once. Let's set the pace and say, look, we're staying top. We're not going to drop points. If you want to beat us and take our spot at the top of the Premier League, you go and score 5 goals and then 4 goals and then so on and take us over on goal difference. But you're not taking us over because we're dropping silly points. That can't happen. And this game, I don't believe that will happen. So like I said, Manchester United will beat Southampton 3-0. Now, if you have enjoyed this match preview, please do hit the like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And let me know down below who you think will win this game and what your starting 11 for Manchester United would be in this game. Anyway, thank you all for watching and I'll see you all in the next one. In a bit. Peace.